Yes, it's fantastic. We've now got delivery missions back on Test Drive Unlimited Solar Ground. Has anybody been as unlucky as I have been with these missions? Now, kind of trying to keep it as a concept here for the Friday videos. Come in and explore the deliveries and the navigations. But I have got zero luck when it comes to these bloody delivery missions, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Please do smash that like button and consider subscribing. We're going to have a look at, maybe 3 delivery missions here today and actually think about what it is we're doing here. I try to come into these calm and composed and relaxed and enjoy the missions, but I get far too excited, and I'm kind of going to walk through that in today's video. First of all, we'll park off to the side of the road here. We'll have a look at the delivery mission for the Ford GT, the Heritage Edition. Hello, after some hard negotiations, I have finally found a buyer for my car online. The problem is I'm needed in Miami for a business meeting, very nice, and we need to deliver the car. 6.8 miles, medium traffic on a clear weather but wet road, so it's going to be maybe a little bit tricky, but
hello, are you the one in charge of delivery? Here are the keys.
there we go. How good does this Heritage Edition Ford GT actually look? Absolutely fantastic livery we've got with that. I want to see more of that in game. Now, of course, I've used the GT, the standard edition, a lot in this game. I love it. It sounds fantastic, handles fantastic. I'll run out of superlatives of how good this car, first of all, looks, handles, drives, everything. Sounds phenomenal car in game. I don't have the Heritage Edition, but I don't think it's going to matter all too much. Today, however, we've got to deliver a Heritage Edition. I want to try and be as careful and cautious and calm as I possibly can be, trying not to get all too excited. But it kind of, you kind of lose it very quickly. Well, I personally lose it very quickly delivering the cars. I want to play about with them, and I get too excited, and it comes to my detriment. I get an issue with them. But when I come into these, as we are right now, we're being very calm with the Ford GT, looking both ways, making sure we come off the curb slowly, letting the gates open before we drive through them, trying not to hit any traffic. And as much as I try my hardest, we start to get carried away. Even coming up to this little junction here, we look left, there's no cars, look right, there's no cars, pull out of the junction, the back end steps out and there's a little snap of oversteer, and it is the issue we're going to have. It's a standard car and standard road tires, and like the description said coming into it, it's a wet road surface, so it creates a little bit of scary. It's a bit scary coming into them, that we don't want to be losing control of the car coming out of that junction nice and clearly. Interesting to see the EcoBoost logo on the top of the engine cover there. So yeah, I want to do these navigations as quickly as I can, but I also want to be as cautious as I can. I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to be losing any of that percentage there, as we have to slow down for the traffic before crossing the road here. Nice and clear, we can come out of it. So yeah, I want to play with the cars, I want to enjoy the cars and have some fun, but also be as cautious as we can. Like, those little orange bollards in the middle of the road wipe out maybe 25% of our delivery bonus. Some of the bushes hanging over the roads kill our bonus. And as we come downhill here, we forget, or I forgot, I was on standard road tires on a wet road surface. Bang! Smashed a lamppost, lost 36% of that delivery bonus. So I need to remind myself time and time again, coming into these delivery missions, I've got to be calm, slow approach, don't lock up the brakes, because it's going to kill that delivery bonus. And as much as it bugs me and it hurts to see it happen, I actually love it. I do love it, because you're delivering somebody's pride and joy here. It's a very expensive Ford GT. 30% for smashing that orange bollard. It's just not going good here. Yeah, you're delivering somebody's car here. You should be calm. You should be slow and methodical with these missions. And I just get too excited. I imagine a lot of you guys are the same. As we do come down into the underground car park, slowing down for the barrier, making sure we don't clip any of these railings. We'll push forward, we'll deliver this car off. Where's the delivery part? There we go, it's right over there. Yeah, get it into its delivery box here. Maybe I have to edge forward just a little bit. There we go. I have to remember that these are, quite strict missions when delivering them.
Thanks for that. I'll take over from here. See you later.
Kind of the standard outro there, that's all fine. No complaints that we lost a fair bit of the delivery bonus from the guy himself, but like we can see, 100% we would have got 60,000, but we lost a lot. 34%. We actually only walked away with 19,800 from that delivery. Going to jump over to the second one for today, delivering the Lotus Emira.
Here's the car to deliver. Drive it safely.
Fairly posh and pleasant guy giving us the keys to that Lotus Emira. Not drove this in game just yet, but I have got a couple of Lotus cars and they sound fantastic. Start this one up, you guys will see exactly what I mean. If you haven't been on a Lotus yet, these things sound incredible. Listen to that startup. Absolutely fantastic. It's going to be interesting to see what the Emira is like. Not drove it in game just yet, but yeah, like the rest of the Lotuses, sounds absolutely fantastic. Again, why I love the delivery missions, jumping into the cars that I haven't driven yet. The noise of this thing alone makes me want to buy the Lotus Emira. Now, once again, 19% because of a tiny little brow on the hill. It really bugs me that this happens, but it also makes me happy. And it probably shouldn't, and it probably, you know, drives a lot of you guys insane. We've seen that exact same thing happen when delivering the Lamborghini Huracan. Come over the crest of that very hill and you lose so much of your delivery bonus. So it comes back to the factor of these missions. We need to be slow and taking our times. It infuriates me that that happens as a Range Rover almost pulls out in front of us. It infuriates me that that happens, but it also fills me with a little bit of joy because we're thrashing somebody's car and creating a little bit of damage, touching a bloody leaf and losing 3%. That there does need fixed. That does hurt a lot to see a 3% loss for tapping a leaf. Maybe went a bit too far there. Quick handbrake turn, a little drift round the bottom of the island just there. And we'll push forward a little bit further in this delivery mission. I've already lost so much. Yeah, I kind of lost patience. We lost far too much in that delivery. But yeah, we'll just push forward. We'll get this one delivered off. It wasn't a high stake contract. It wasn't really a rare one at all. I actually believe this was an uncommon contract. So the payout wasn't actually going to be that good in the first place. But losing almost a quarter of our payout, it sucks. But again, it means we can come back and do it again. We know where we need to be a little bit careful. Again, coming over the brow of the hill in the Emira. But that's that one delivered. Fairly simple, fairly quick delivery mission.
I'll take over from here. See you later.
Substandard outro there. Once again, delivering off the Lotus Emira. Now, in terms of payouts for this one, like we said, 100% would have only gave us 25,000 bonus, but with us losing, what was that, 22%, we actually only get 19,300. Losing 5,700 is not ideal. I won't admit, I won't lie that one, but we didn't lose all too much overall.
Here are the keys.
Now we'll head on over and deliver the McLaren 570S, the last one for today's video, and this one gets off to a very bad start, and I know a lot of you guys have seen this already. Already parked off the side of the road, we have to bump up this curb. There's no other way about it, and we instantly lose 1% of that delivery bonus. We're not going to get a perfect completion here. That is an issue that does need fixed in the game. There's no way around that as far as I'm aware. Yes, it's the first time I've done this mission, but I've seen the videos online already, and there is, as far as I'm concerned, no way around getting over that curb. We have to cross it, and we're instantly losing that 1%, so maybe it's something for the devs to look at. But again, we'll push forward. We're going to try and deliver this car as cleanly as possible, but like I said, I've just had no luck with deliveries. It's obviously an issue that I have got. I'm too ambitious. I'm going too quickly with these deliveries, and I'm losing way too much percentages. Essentially, I've got no luck in these delivery missions, and it is actually quite comical. Hit the brakes, and a bloody Abarth 500 cuts over in front of us, wiping out 53% of our delivery. It's so bloody infuriating, but I was technically in the wrong. I was going too fast down the freeway section there, so that is again on me. But it just comes back to the fact that I've just got absolutely no luck with these delivery missions. Coming around the corner just here, bang, tap the bollard, another 17% wiped off the delivery bonus. We're now sitting at just 29,000 reward that we're going to get for this one. Honestly guys, I've just got no luck when it comes to these delivery missions, and I do it with a smile on my face because it is actually quite hysterical. You know, how many contracts have I done now, and I don't think I've done a single delivery mission and received 100% of the bonus. I think many of you guys are probably going to be the same. Tapping on the brakes just there, and the bloody taxi stops in front of us, now down to 11%. Why is the AI stopping in front of where we're supposed to be driving? Doesn't make any sense. Back over the crest of this hill, I do slow down this time, and would you believe it? we don't lose any RP, we don't lose any of that percentage for delivery. So it does come back to the fact that we have to take our time, we have to slow down and enjoy the delivery mission, something that I need to start learning. Are we getting an outro here? There we go.
I'll take over from here. See you later.
Just a subpar outro as always, but yeah, kind of walked through all of them there, and again, losing so much. We were only going to get 25,000 for that delivery. We lose 22,500 credits for it. We only walk away with 2.5 grand for delivering that 570. It's very infuriating, but the caveat to that is we're always going to be able to come back to the map. We're always going to be able to come back and do them again. A couple of other ones have popped up here. The Ford GT, the 2016 Ford GT this time. It's not a Heritage Edition, so that mission's already popped back up. We can try it again. There should be a couple others here. Let me quickly clear off the map. Where are the next ones? There we go, over at the Streets HQ, the SL65 delivery mission, the Ford GT mission. So they've already popped back up, maybe different locations, different destinations, but the missions are always going to come back to us. We can go back in, we can get that 100% completion should we so desire, which of course I do. I just need to start being a little bit slower, a bit more methodical, take my time with those deliveries and actually complete them as they're intended with 100% bonus. Yes, there's some missions there we're not going to get 100%. The 570S, we have to cross that curb. Those are issues that devs are going to have to fix. But overall, I have just got zero luck with the delivery missions. Too fast, too impatient perhaps when delivering these cars. Guys, something a little bit different I wanted to try today, just talking through some of the deliveries. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. If you've enjoyed today's video, as always guys, please do smash up the like button and consider subscribing, and stay tuned for more updates on Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.